You don't lose because you're weak. You lose because you still don't understand the game. But tell me, when was the last time you won without even raising your voice, without reacting, without explaining, without being noticed? Sun Tzu was never just a warlord. He was a mind that destroyed enemies without starting a war. His art was not about the sword. It was about the silence between thoughts. This is not a book on how to fight. It is a guide to surviving the battles inside your own mind. When to speak, when to retreat, and when to disappear as if you were never there. Because the real battle is not out there. It is inside your head. Sometimes it looks like fear. Sometimes it is just a thought you postpone. A voice, a weakness, a maybe tomorrow. These are your real enemies. Victory does not belong to those who attack the most. It belongs to those who can read time. Sun Tzu said, "The greatest victory is that which comes without fighting." And that means swallowing your ego, acting only after 1,000 silent thoughts, enduring the emptiness of patience. If you don't know your enemy, you can't recognize him. But don't always think of your enemy as a person. It could be laziness, fear, distraction, or a single moment of hesitation. Good generals don't plan to attack. They plan not to attack. They don't act to win. They act to avoid losing. Because sometimes one wrong step can take you 10 steps back. This is not a book on war. It is a book on mindfulness. If you are too angry, you have already lost. If you are too loud, you have already lost. If you are in a hurry, you have already missed the moment. Silence, Sun Tzu's most powerful weapon, because real battles are prepared in silence, and the deadliest blows are struck in silence. In war, emotion is a burden. A second of anger can ruin 10 years of planning. A moment of panic can bring everything crashing down. True strength lies in waiting. Strike only when there is a clear gap. Withdraw when the ground is solid. Waiting is not cowardice. Waiting is intelligence sheathed. According to Sun Tzu, war is not a game. It is not even a formula. War is water. It has no shape, adapts to anything, and yet silently breaks the hardest rock. Know yourself, and you know half the battle. Know your enemy, and you have the rest. But if you know only one, you will never win the war. Those who talk too much lose. Those who act too much become targets. Sun Tzu said, "Remain invisible. Make no sound. Don't let them know you exist. But when you do, leave nothing standing." The best warriors do not fight to win. They win so they don't have to fight. Because those who truly win finish the war before it begins. That's why the art of war is about your mind. It's about your thoughts. Every difficult decision, every unspoken truth, every moment you faced yourself. When was the last time you faced yourself? That confrontation is the battlefield. You didn't know your enemy, and you lost. And sometimes, silence is the loudest cry of victory. Sun Tzu's definition of war is different. It's not about weapons or enemies. It's about thought, patience, certainty. He tells you, before you act, cherish stillness. Before you win, be prepared to lose. Before you speak, plan your silence. This book was not written against others. It was written against your closest enemy, yourself. In time, you begin to see, strength is silence, wisdom is patience, and true strategy is to make your enemy need you more than they want to defeat you. And now, if you're still here, still listening, then perhaps you are one of the few who have won. Because instead of reacting, you choose to understand. You have already declared victory. Victory that is already yours.